My sobriety date is March 30th, 1993. A little over 28 years sober.
28 years is a long time. People can accomplish a lot. For Rick Lindsey, the achievements made over nearly 3 decades mean so much more because he did it clean and sober.
I have a life that's really a good life now, and I don't think I would have ended up there had I continued drinking and using.
The beginnings of his addiction go back to his teenage years, and he has the pictures to remind him.
I remember what I did on my 16th birthday was I got my driver's license, and then I went and picked up my friends, and we got high and drunk for the rest of the day. In my head, that didn't seem abnormal. Today it seems horrifying that a 16-year-old on a very important day would need to get that intoxicated.
His addiction worsened in his 20s.
Sometime in the late 80s, I was alone and I was desperate, and I didn't piece together that alcohol and drugs were exacerbating that feeling of aloneness. And because of that, I just kept drinking and using.
Rick's recovery process came in layers.
I finally was able to quit drinking in 1989, but it took me a while, to be honest, that drugs were also part of what was bringing me down.
It was people on their own recovery journey who helped Rick embrace his path to sobriety.
And they helped me realize that without recovery, the rest of my life is really kind of meaningless.
Readjusting his mind to see what was meaningful.
I had to learn how to just enjoy a beautiful day. That was kind of a challenge in those early days because my body just was craving that experience, and it didn't matter that my brain was telling me this is making me better, but my brain was also craving to be high and to be drunk.
But sobriety doesn't equal perfection.
I've wrecked cars in sobriety. I've had to file bankruptcy in sobriety. I've had ups and downs with business in sobriety. I've lost relationships in sobriety. And I've gained all of that. The thing is now that I have to remember that on a bad day, that using drugs and alcohol is not going to make that day anything but worse.
Are you able to see the old pictures active in your addiction, and then see when you were sober and see that there was a difference in either serenity or happiness in your life?
I can't really see that because there's so much of the worst part of my addictions that aren't captured anywhere in my life. They were just they're just clouds.
Clouds that have now faded thanks to brighter days, full of activity he didn't have before.
I smoked 3 packs of cigarettes a day and a bag of dope every couple days, and it gets hard to have any sort of physical stamina when you're doing that.
Now Rick runs marathons and is more active than he says he could have ever imagined.
I had never skied before I got sober. I was able to get out and start hiking and skiing and biking, and my friends, my network of friends, have also been those people who like to ski and bike and replace what was that basement me that was just locked in and couldn't help my friends for 30 minutes. Now I have these friends that would travel across the planet to help me out if I was finding myself in a deep need.